Hi besties, welcome to another series of learning podcast. This is episode 2, so we're still in season 1. So welcome with me, Kitumetse Mohafa. And we are still on the topic of being single and learning to love yourself, because besties, you have to love yourself to know when BS is coming your way to say, no, that I cannot do. So a friend, not even a friend, a family friend of mine, yesterday they posted on their stories that if you find yourself in a talking stage with someone who disappears on the weekend, besties, just focus on yourself and God, because why are you doing that to yourself? You have to love yourself enough to know that no, this is not for me, because there's people like that. There's people who will disappear on the weekend and come back with some sort of an excuse to say, oh, my phone died, or the weekend got crazy. And I was just like, sir or ma'am, let's do the math. You want me, and yet you're disappearing on me on the weekend. Like, make it make sense. Like, make it make sense, you know? So basically, I just want us to really talk about this, because if you haven't discovered yourself, like, self-love is a result of discovery, sorry. If you haven't discovered yourself, you haven't discovered who you are, then you will fall for things like that. Things where you're just going with the flow. You don't even know where the flow is flowing, but you're just flowing because you don't know who you are yourself. You don't even know who you want yourself. You know, you don't even know if this is for you. That's why you'll find people who are in relationships that are draining themselves. You know, you are with someone, but every time you're with that person, your energy just gets sucked in, and you wonder, why does this person drain me so much? It's because the energies are not energizing. You know, this person is taking more than they are giving to you. So besties, you have to have a self-discovery for you to know that this I can't do. Another thing that, you know, goes on to the self-love is your self-worth. As a person, as Kitumetse, I need to know my self-worth. I need to know who I am, you know, what I stand for me to know that this is not working out. And it can be in a lot of things. It could be workplace, it could be at home with your family, it could be with your friends or your spouse. I'm not only focusing on, you know, romantic relationships only. No, I'm basically talking about anything that could suck up your energy, you know, anything that suck you dry and you feel, no, you know, I can't do this anymore. It could be a sibling relationship. Siblings can take your energy to the point where you're like, are you sure we come from the same parents? Because why are you like this? You know, so you need to know your self-worth to know that this environment is no longer serving me, and so I need to remove myself. Another thing is self-concept. You know, how do you speak about yourself? Like, when you are out there, or like, because people label us, society will label you. They will tell you that you are kind, you are smart, you are basically like good energy. But like, how do you speak of yourself, you know? And this takes me back to the Bible. I will always refer to the Bible, besties, because I read it a lot these days. And so I discovered that Jesus spoke highly of himself. He would always say, I am, you know, I am the source, I am the bread you need every day, I am, you know. So how do you speak of yourself? Do you like speak negatively about yourself, or do you speak highly of yourself? Do you speak positively about yourself? Which in this case, I would advise us besties to start speaking positively about ourselves, because you know the Bible says life and death is on the tongue, you know. So what you say about yourself will definitely manifest into the world, if you see yourself as a queen, if you see yourself as a boss bae, if you see yourself as the most luckiest girl on the universe, if you see yourself as the most loved person, if you see yourself as the most loving person, that's definitely how things will be for you. You know, I've realized that every day when I command my day, like if I'm going somewhere, even if I'm not going there anyway, like I always command my day, because I will never know what will happen during the day. You know, something might happen, people might come to my house, so I always have to be ready. So every morning when I wake up, I will say my little prayer and I will read the verse of the day, and I will command myself. I will say, today is the day that the Lord has made, and I shall rejoice in it. You know, today is a good day. Today is the day that prayers are answered. Today is the day of the miracle. You know, today it is a good day, and definitely the day will go well. You know, and I notice with the day that I don't command my day, like I just wake up and just gone, I will have the most confusing day ever. Like things that don't make sense will happen, and I will be like, what is going on? And then I'll remember, oh my god, I didn't command my day. Like I didn't tell my day on how it should go, so that's why it's going so confusing. It's going sideways in ways that I do not even understand myself. That's another thing. So self-concept is very important, besties. You must always speak highly of yourself. You must always command your day. You must always speak positivity on the day so that you can have a good day. Another thing would be self-esteem. How do you estimate yourself? Like when you look at yourself and you picture yourself and you're sitting there like, like how do you estimate yourself? Like, you know, how is your self-esteem? You know, like how do you interact with people around you based on your self-esteem, besties? Remember that everything that happens to you, it starts within you. You know, how people interact with you during the day, it is with you. If people are giving you negative vibes, it is because you yourself, you are a negative vibe. If people are responding to you positively, just know that even you yourself, you are a positive being. Like literally you are a positive. Like I've seen it so many times, and it goes back to someone saying that, you know, how people treat you has 90% of it has nothing to do with you. Like literally has nothing to do with you, but it has 90% to do with them. If someone is giving you a negative vibe and you know that you are a good person, you did nothing to them, just know that this person is probably just going through their own things. It's literally, it's not me, it's them. You know the famous line, your breakup, it's not you, it's not you, it's me. It's literally not you, it's them. So besties, you need to have a self-esteem, a high self-esteem. Obviously these are the things that I'm still learning myself. I'm not perfect in these things, but like I've taken the time to sit down to say, where have I been receiving mediocre treatment in relationships? What is wrong with me? You know, and I had to now dig deep and find out that these people are just responding to my energy. They're just responding to the energy that I give, and I can't be out there blaming, saying, yeah, you were a bad person. No, they are literally everybody that I've dated. They are good people. There's nothing wrong with them. They did nothing wrong to me. Also with the friends that I've been with, they were good people. I really believe and genuinely believe that they loved me, and they were just responding to my energy. So I'm not gonna stand here and be Miss Perfect. No, I'm not perfect. No one is. Another thing, besties, is self-respect. Someone said that you don't have to tell me how you feel about yourself. I can just see it in the way that you dress. That, okay, this is how Kitumetse feels about herself. If I'm working out and I'm going to an event wearing a bra and some short pant that's halfling my bum, That's how I feel with me. That's how much respect I have for myself. The way that I dress is the value of myself, is the respect that I have for myself. You know, so you don't have to, if someone is dressing a certain way, or they're speaking a certain way, or like they walking around the street holding alcohol, or drinking and driving, things like that, I don't have to ask you how you feel about it. I don't have to ask you like what's going on. The things that you do will just tell me that, okay, this is how this person feels about themselves. So I don't even have to ask how you feel about yourself. How you dress will just tell me everything that I need to know, excuse me, as a person. Another thing is self-motivation. Do you wait for people to tell you, yes, you can do this, you got this? Or do you yourself tell yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I got this, I can make this thing work. You know, this thing can work. I know I'm capable. Remember, God says he didn't give us the spirit of fear, but he gave us the spirit of power. He gave us the spirit of authority. He gave us dominion. So how do you, like, when you about to do a project or about to do something, do you wait for your family or your spouse to tell you, no, you got this? Or do you sit down and say, you know what, I can do this, I got this? You know what I mean? I'm also still learning that. This is why we are in the series of learning podcast, because we are learning the things. Okay, all right. Another thing would be self-affirmation. Obviously I touched on it, about it's very important when it comes to commanding your day, you know, speaking positively on the day and just saying, you know what, I'm gonna have a good day, I'm a good person, things are gonna work out for me. Whatever affirmations you have for yourself, besties. Some people speak money into their day, and you know, one of the reasons why I don't want to, I don't speak money on the day anymore is because God says that seek first the kingdom of God and everything else shall be added unto you. Obviously God knows that I need money. Like, it's a given. Like, he knows that I need money. He knows that I need to eat today, you know. So I no longer ask for material things, you know, when I affirm my day. I just speak like about things that are going to affect my soul and my spirit, you know. Obviously if someone is unkind to me during the day, that is going to affect my mood, you know. I just really focus on speaking the things that are going to affect my soul and spirit. I don't speak about material things anymore, because God says in the kingdom there's everything. So meaning every material thing that I might need, he already knows of it. He already knows of it. And I've got my vision board. So I always just look at my vision board in the morning and I'm like, thank you, Lord, for making my dreams come true. So even like a picture of money, it's there. So he already knows, oh my God, okay, I need to give this child this thing, you know. So yeah, anyway, besties, that's it for me today. And I still say that don't wait for the new year to have to write down your goals, to write down your dreams, to put together your vision board. Don't wait like everybody else. I've realized that literally every year I said I'm gonna have a vision board during the day, during the next day rather. I will get everything that I need. I'll get the pictures, I'll get the charts. If when it's my time to put them together, I never do. Like, the year just gets so busy and I just get swept out round. I just go with the flow. I just go with the flow and I never really have time. And then I realized that I need to do these things before the end of the year, for the following year, so that I go into the year with the energy of this is what I need to do. One of the reasons I realized that some of my goals don't, or some of the things that I have set for myself don't come to pass, is because when I go into the new year, I just go with the flow. I never really sit down and say, okay, I said I'm gonna start a podcast. I said I'm gonna invest my money. I said I'm gonna do this. I said I'm gonna get my driver's license. I don't do those things because already the year is busy. When a new year, when a hey, so besties, make sure that you do your vision board before the end of the year. Trust me, it's gonna work. And also, as you are entering the year, I feel like I'm gonna say this at the end of every episode. As you are going into the new year, reflect on the things that you have done. Someone was saying to me yesterday that there's time to everything, to everybody. There's a time that God has set, like an alarm, that you are going to be on earth for a certain period of time. And when that clock goes off, bestie, it's over. That's why you find people dying, people who are not sick just dying. It is because their time is up. That's why there's seasons, in your life. That's why there's today, there's yesterday, so that things that happened yesterday, forget about them, besties. Focus on the things that are happening today. Okay, move on with your life. Focus on making your life better today. Even the following year. As you enter the new year and you're like, Happy New Year, don't focus more on the things that you're going to do. Focus more on the things that you've done, to say, how have I impacted the people around me? How have I impacted myself? How have I lived my life? What purpose have I? What's my purpose? What have I done? Reflect on the things that you've done. Like I said, Jesus died at 33. And during his 33 years, he did literally everything. He literally did everything that he came on earth to do. So with you also, bestie, make sure that you reflect. And if you feel like you haven't lived, I don't think God brought us on earth to just work, pay bills, eat, sleep, go to groove, have the things that we do on a daily basis. I'm pretty sure God brought us here to change people's lives, to impact people in a positive way, to love, to travel, to really see the earth that he's made. I'm manifesting that for myself in 2024. So besties, thank you so much for being here, and be safety, guys, during this festive season, and I'll see you again next week.